Hi friends, it's Peggy Noe from PrettyPaperCards.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Welcome to my Facebook Live on Friday. It's a wonderful Friday in mid February, and it's so nice to be with you on a Friday. I've got my little Yorkshire Terrier Ellie, and I had to wake her up from a nap to get her to grab her to come on here, and I think she's still kind of in her nap mode. I think if I did this right before it's time for her to eat her dinner or her breakfast, she would be you would be so surprised at how active she is. So I'm going to check here and see if we're live, and it looks like we are. Let me confirm. Okay, great. Carol Schaefer, good to see you. Thanks for joining today. And welcome to all my YouTube people. I'm so thankful that you're joining me also. I've got some special things we're gonna work on today. We're gonna do. And so what are you doing this weekend? I just am wondering what your plans are. Look at her. She's so sleepy. She's just falling asleep. You falling asleep, aren't you, baby? She's just so tired. Oh my goodness. Well, let's see. I am planning nothing this weekend. I am planning on relaxing and resting and really not doing anything. And I hope maybe you can rest and relax and make some cards. Tina, welcome. I'm glad you're on. I see that you're on today. And I hope you get to do some creativity, some card therapy. You know, it really is. It's so relaxing. Minda, aloha. So good to see you today. Yes, Ellie is just in her really sleepy mood. Look at that. She's just so tired. She went for a ride yesterday. She loves to go for a ride in cars. Renee, good to see you. Thanks for popping on. So we went for a ride, and we went to In-N-Out Burger. For those of you who don't live in Southern California, you may not know about In-N-Out Burger, although I've heard that it's going to a couple of other states. It is hi Marcia Long. It's a really good hamburger place. My favorite thing are their French fries. They cut the potatoes right there in front of you. Even the drive-through, you see them cutting the potatoes and making the French fries. You feel like Ellie, Carol. So let me know if any of you know In-N-Out Burger, or you've had an In-N-Out Burger. We love them. And Renee from Columbus, Ohio, yes. And so Ellie loves to go for a ride. She gets scared, because she always thinks she's maybe going to the vet or the groomer or something. But we spent a lot of time in the car yesterday, and we had a great time at In-N-Out Burger. You do have one in Texas, Marcia? That's wonderful. I hope you've gotten to go to it. Some people aren't that crazy. They are the best burgers ever, Tina. Yes, they sure are. We just love In-N-Out Burger. There isn't one super, super close to us, but we go and we pop in when we can, and that was yesterday. So we had a fun ride over to In-N-Out Burger. She's just so tired. Okay, baby, you can have your nap. Go finish your nap. And we are going to talk. Let's just chat. We're going to chat about Celebration. You guys, 11 days left of Celebration. It's really coming to an end. And I just want to make sure that you get everything you want, that you don't miss out. Already, I found out the other day, let me check the calendar here. The first designer series paper in here is in the Celebration catalog, is the Dainty Flowers designer series paper, and that is now completely gone. The Dainty Flowers paper. It was beautiful. Hi, Polly Libby. Good to see you. So all that to say, if there's anything you want, not only may it sell out, but also it will be gone by the 28th of February, and that's 11 days from today. I just counted it. So make sure you get whatever you need. And don't forget about the 10 additional items. You see that on the customer website, stampinup.com. And on Wednesday, I used this one down here, the full bundle. I've never seen them, I maybe once or twice, but very rarely do they have a full bundle. The Eden's Garden bundle. Hey, Sharon, good to see you from Pennsylvania. I can't even pronounce that name. Selinsgrove, Pennsylvania. Welcome. How's your weather back there, Sharon? Anyway, on Wednesday, I made this card, and I know some of you were with me on Wednesday. The reason I wanted to show it is, for one thing, it uses some items from the Eden's Garden bundle that you can get free for a $100 order in my online shop. But also because I used all the colors, the 2021 to 2023 in colors. And those colors are retiring soon. I know it's only February, but the annual catalog starts in May this year. And so we've got March and April for you to stock up on your in colors. These have been my favorite in colors. I'm not kidding you. We talked about it on Wednesday, how I love these. Colleen Ludicky, good to see you. So if you need to stock up on the in colors, I suggest stock up on the paper and the ink and the ribbons and anything you need now. It's a great time to do it before the 28th of February and get a free gift. Okay. Also, don't forget, it'll be the end of our joining special, our starter kit special. I don't have my favorite little mini machine with me today because we have to use the big one because we have a big project we're going to do. But the Boho Blue mini machine, you can only get it by getting the starter kit before and including February 28th. And I'd love to have you join my team. There's just so much that is offered right now through Celebration. If you have any questions, email me at peggy@prettypapercards.com and I'll answer as quickly as I can. Okay, Anthony from London, good to see you. We are going to have fun today. I'm going to go ahead and turn you down right away to show you what we're going to do. Let's see. Okay, we are going to use the Sweet Citrus Bundle, and I'm going to show you how to stamp with this interesting stamp. And not only are we making lemons, actually I didn't make any oranges. I made lemons, grapefruits, and limes. That's interesting. Maybe I'll have to pull out my orange stuff. I was going to have us make grapefruit, but maybe we'll make an orange. I forgot about that. So this is the card we're going to make today. And the Sweet Citrus Bundle is on page 49 of the mini catalog, the spring mini catalog. And you can do so much with these fruits. This is one of the first sets. When I saw the catalog, I said, I have to have this set. Thank you, Carol. I love anything with citrus on it. I don't know why. I just think it's so pretty. So this stamp set, here's the stamp set, and here are the dies. But they're a bit interesting, and when I first got them, I was puzzled because these are the dies for the fruits. Isn't that kind of interesting? And then I'll show you. Oh, I don't have the stamp set here. The stamp set is like this, and it contains all. This is the outside, like the rind, and this is the inside, the fruit. And it's just kind of interesting. And so I wanted to show you today how to create this card and how to use these the stamp set and the dies. Now that I'm thinking about orange, let me check orange. Well, because I was going to do lemon, so I was going to show you the pretty colors that we're going to use today, but I didn't have orange included. But here are the colors that I've used for grapefruit. I used Flirty Flamingo and what is that? My eyes are just Daffodil Delight. Yeah, Flirty Flamingo and Daffodil Delight. Then for the lemon, I used Crushed Curry and Daffodil Delight. For the limes, I used Pear Pizzazz and Parakeet Party. And then I'm using garden green for the leaves. But let's see, if we made an orange, maybe, what do you think? Pumpkin pie and a pale papaya? Should we give that a try? Let's see. Hi, Anne from West Virginia. Good to see you. Oh, melons. I hadn't thought about melons. Kay, good to see you. Let's give this a try then. I don't know why I forgot. I don't know why I forgot about oranges. What is wrong with me? Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you. The best way to stamp this set is using your Stamparatus. And let's see, you know, when your Stamparatus comes, you get 2 plates. And you can put your plates on both sides. So I have this plate over here. It's a little bit hard to see. This plate, can you see? These are the rinds, and they'll show up better when I put the ink on them. And then I have a plate at the top that has the fruit on it. And to get it all positioned correctly, this is the best way to do it. And that's why I wanted to show it to you today. Also, make sure, because this is a photopolymer stamp set, this is the base of your Stamparatus, but you want to put in this pad, because this is the pad that you use with photopolymer stamps to get good coverage. So let's see how it works. I'm going to use a piece of basic white paper that is 5.5 by 4.25. And when I don't know, it's just something I've gotten used to. Let me put it over a little like this so you can see it better. Kay was 75 there, but 44 tonight. Oh, Marcia Long, yes, a coconut. You are correct. I have seen people make a coconut. I have a little drippy nose there. With this, with white on the inside and brown on the outside. There's so much you can do with this set. So I basically wanted to show you how to use your Stamparatus and get it to come out as evenly as possible. So when I use my Stamparatus, I always, for some reason, put the corner of my paper up in this corner right here, kind of the first square over. And I usually just put it right there. Now I have already tested my my stamp. Now you can see the rind there, and I know it's going to fit on there perfectly. And after I did that, then I put the fruit stamp on to make sure that worked with it. So we hope it's all going to work correctly, and we're going to put our magnets on, and then I always test to make sure my magnets are where they should be. Okay, now usually when I ink, I try to put a stamp case underneath my stamp so that the ink can go on correctly. So we're going to test and see if these colors are good for an orange. So we're going to go ahead and put our pumpkin pie ink on what I'm calling the rind stamp. Okay, and now I'll bring it over. So, well, I guess you can see it right there. That should work. Okay, and one thing you can do is just do like this. But remember, those are my bracelets making that noise. But remember, you always have the opportunity to redo it with the Stamparatus. So I think that came out pretty good, don't you? I think that looks like some good rind. Okay, now we're going to do the fruit. And first of all, let me close up this case or I'm going to have a mess here. Okay, we'll get out our pale papaya. And I'm going to go ahead and put my stamp case right under the fruit stamp. And we'll ink it up with pale papaya. Hi, Margaret Gordon. Good to see you. Marcia Fonte, good to see you. Oh, yes, you missed Ellie. You'll have to go back. I talked about how she took a ride. We went to In-N-Out Burger with her yesterday, and it was really fun. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our fruit on, just like that. And we'll see how that, I'm sorry, my bracelets do make kind of a noise. Okay, let's see how that, oh, not very good. Okay, I'm going to need to get more ink on this. That is the beauty of the Stamparatus. Maybe I wasn't pushing hard enough. Okay, let's see. That's better, but we still need to do more. I think it's because it's such a light ink that in order to get it to really show up, we need to really, really press down like that. Okay. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. What about you? I think that looks great. Okay, so there are oranges. Okay, now I'm going to set this aside, and we're going to bring in our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and let's cut those dies. Use the die, and I'll show you how that works. It's just kind of a bit of an interesting stamp and die set because all the fruits are together. You know what I mean? And before I got it, I was thinking we would have, you know, maybe each one of these would be a separate stamp and a separate die, but they're not, and that is just a bit interesting. So that's one reason I want to show it to you. Now here are the dies. This is the die we're going to use, this large one, but you also have blossoms, fruit blossoms, and leaves over here. And I love that they give you two so that you could run through two sets of leaves at one time, and each of these are duplicated also. That's always so nice. All right, so let's get our fruit up here, and it just takes a minute to get this placed correctly. And it's just amazing how it cuts out all four at one time. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just bend it down just a hair. Have you ever done that? Just bend it a little bit because it was kind of popping up. Okay, because I want to try to do the best I can. It just takes a minute to kind of get it right where it should be there. Okay, I think that's pretty close. So we'll just try to put that right down, and we'll see how that goes. I'm so glad you guys suggested oranges. I don't know what is wrong with me that I forgot about oranges. So I'm always thankful. You guys have such great ideas. Okay, let me get this down here, and we'll see how our fruit came out. Not bad. Look at that. All four. Although I don't know that an orange is the shape of a lemon, but that's pretty good. I think that is pretty good. All right, so now let's look at our sample card again. I always like to do that to keep myself, you know, on track. So here's our sample card. We've got these. I have gone ahead and pre-stamped and die cut. Where did I put all my fruit? Oh, here's all my fruit. I forgot. So I have lots of fruit for us to choose from. I'm going to remove this lemon-shaped orange because I don't think that looks too good. But there we have all of the rest that we can choose from. Plus I went ahead and did the leaves so that we'd have plenty of time to play. Alrighty, now here's our card base. We're going to go ahead and fold over our card base. It's the standard 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And let me get my bone folder here. Okay, now what we want to do is, I have not used, I don't think, on a live, and I've been waiting to use this. I just recently got this cane weave embossing folder. Have you guys seen this before? It's new in the mini, and I just love it. Yes, Flirty Flamingo, Pam, for the center of the grapefruit. Hi, Linda. Good to see you. Linda Leonhardt. So I wanted to use this cane embossing folder because actually I was thinking of fruit in a basket, you know, and a basket is kind of made out of cane. So let's get our machine back up. Now with the it's a 3D embossing folder, and so you just go by your instructions right here on the #1 base plate there, and it tells you for a 3D embossing folder you use #1, and number 4. It says 4 right there. So we've got these, and let's get our paper into our folder. Now, I don't know if you've ever noticed, but you see the Stampin' Up logo and then the line down here. What I like to do is turn that upside down, and then I can place my paper right along that line, and I'm pretty assured that I've got my paper straight. Do you see what I mean? You see how the paper, I've got it right there on that line? I don't know, that's just me, because otherwise I'm liable to get it crooked in there. So let's run this through our machine, and I'll show you. I mean, talk about 3D. This is an absolute 3D embossing folder, because this paper just comes out so neat, and I hope you can see it. That's what I believe is the back, and here's the front. Let me see if I can get it up for you to see. Can you see that depth of embossing there? I really, really like that, and I think it adds just so much to our card. So now we have this piece, and what I decided to do is use some of this window check ribbon. I think we used it the other day also, but I am crazy about this. It's really a different color. It's evening evergreen, but it goes pretty well with the garden green that I decided to use for the leaves. So I'm just going to put a bit around it. I'm not even going to tie a bow. And what I'm going to do, I want to just show you how I do this. I put a little bit of, I don't use the Stampin' Seal Plus or Stampin' Seal too much, because I'm just so nutty about my multi-purpose glue. But for purposes like this, I really do like it, because it helps me to adhere my ribbon right onto the back. And what I do is I just put a bunch of it, you know. I just put like 3 blops of it right there, so I'm bound to hit it. No chance for error on that. So let me trim off my ribbon here. Okay. And then what I can do is, because I have my adhesive already on the back, I can pull this across and see as best as I can how to get it even, and then just tuck right behind there. And so it's adhered on both sides, and there's my nice ribbon across the embossed piece. I really like that. Yes, Marcia Fonte, good that you have it on your list, because it's evening evergreen, so I'm expecting, you never know, but I'm thinking that this ribbon will go out with the next catalog. So now I'm going to put glue on the back, and for the embossed pieces I put more glue than normal, because with the embossing you have some area that's going to be raised, and we want to make sure this adheres. So let's go ahead now and put this on. And I think this just adds such a nice base for anything. Look at that texture. I just think that is a great embossing folder. The cane weave. What did I do with that? Yeah, cane weave 3D embossing folder. Okay, now we're ready to play with our fruit. So look what we've got here. Now we've got oranges. Thank you, thank you. So we've got grapefruit and oranges and limes and lemons. Wow. So I do really like this grapefruit. It's so pretty. And this, whoops, I think I didn't get an impression right there on that one. It's a little empty there, so I'm going to set this to the side. Okay, so we've got 2 round oranges, or excuse me, 2 round pieces, a grapefruit and an orange. And we can just play here. We really can. We can just play and arrange these however we want. There's a lovely half of a lime, a wedge, a slice. We could also do a slice of a lemon, and I do think this is a really pretty lemon. And this one, for this lemon, I used Daffodil Delight. On the actual lemons, I used, what did I tell you that I used here? Not Cajun craze. Yeah, crushed curry, 2 C's, crushed curry. But for the lemon itself, I use Daffodil Delight, so it would be nice and bright. So let's see here. Something like this, maybe. Like that? What do you think? You love all the different colors. Just, you can just play and do anything you want. So let's just start kind of sticking them on with some Stampin' Dimensionals, and then we'll tuck the leaves under later. So I'm just going to start sticking them on, and we'll just see how it goes. Okay? I mean, I think it really looks summery. I think it looks amazingly, beautifully summery. It just makes me want to eat all these, don't you think? So we'll just kind of stick them on. No real plan. Let's see. Let's put that one kind of right there. And maybe we could have a lemon lying on its side, and this one up in here. That's kind of cute. I kind of like that. Okay. That's the fun. If you have all the, I don't know if you're seeing all the pieces, parts that I have here, but if you have all the little, if you've already pre-made a lot of fun stuff, then all you have to do is then you just get to stick it on. Then you get to really play and have fun. We could put another bit of an orange right in there. That's not bad either. Whoops. Let's see how that comes out. I don't know if you're enjoying me playing, but I'm enjoying it. And let's see, then we have our whole lemon, which I think is really nice. Let's just see, let's put that over there. Let's see, that might be sticking out a bit much. Let's move it over. Okay, we'll just put that right like that, the little lemon. Okay, now we're ready to tuck in our leaves. And one thing I'm going to do, I see that this is sticking up, so I'm just going to put a bit of my multi-purpose glue down under there and tuck that under. I know, you want a grapefruit, don't you? You want a fruit salad, really. I mean, I'm telling you, this set is so beautiful. So I'm just going to stick that down. And then the fun thing is, now these leaves, I went ahead and did them in advance so that we would have plenty of time to just play today. They're easy to run through the machine. The one thing to remember, I did them out of Garden Green, and the one thing to remember is I did use my Stampin' Pierce mat because I wanted to get a nice green on there. And they are photopolymers, so you want to use a mat underneath. Okay, so one thing I did notice earlier is that in order to make the leaves look like they're popping out, I cut off the ends of some of them, just like I did right there. And then I can tuck this up in here like that. See how that goes? That's kind of neat. And then let's see, I think I need a dimensional back under there. Sometimes you notice that after you get your little grouping formed. I can see that this orange is popping up too much. So I'm going to just tuck that dimensional right down in there. There we go. And then I might want to have some leaves coming out at the bottom like that. So I'll trim off the edge, and let's see if, yeah, we can tuck that up under there. We'll just put a little glue on it, just like this. Oh, that's a lot of glue. And we'll tuck this up under here, just like that. I don't know, maybe we'll have one leaf up there, do you think? Let's see, let's just cut one leaf off. And we could just tuck it up under there. You can just play and have so much fun. This is what's the therapeutic part of stamping and creating, is just relaxing and making it your own. There, I think that came out pretty good. Look at that beautiful grouping. I love it. Okay, now what we need to do is put a sentiment on, and I have a fun little thing we're going to do with our sentiment. I'm going to put it on a little flag. I'm calling this a flag because I'm going to flag the end. And I'm going to show you, you know how to do this, where you eyeball the center of the piece. This is a 2" by 1" piece of Flirty Flamingo. I tied in the grapefruit color. Then you trim from the end, the corners rather, to the center line that you've cut. Whoops. And there we have our little flag. Our banner, I guess it could also be called a banner. So let's put, this is going to be the base for our sentiment. So let's put this on here. Oh, Marsha's going to make the Scotty card tonight. Oh, I love those Scotties. I really do. I'm glad you're making that. I wish they'd make Yorkies. Wouldn't that be fun? Okay, so now we're ready for our sentiment. So what we're going to do, I'm going to show you how to just play a little bit with our sentiment. So I've got my garden green ink, and I am going to use my Stampin' Pierce mat for my sentiment because I want to have plenty of padding in there. And I love this sentiment. Enjoy the sweet things of life. Maybe it's in life. Enjoy the sweet things in life. Okay, so we're just going to put this right on there. Okay, I think that's just such a neat sentiment. And we are going to just cut up our sentiment. Let me move this to the side. So what we're going to do, we are going, let me see where my sample is. Here's the sample so you can see where I'm going. Enjoy the sweeter things in life. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to very carefully clip in between the words, and this way you can make the sentiment. The reason I did this is because I felt like I didn't want a strip across here. I felt like it would be, then there would be all this area empty. So I created the sentiment the way I wanted to. And then you just clip in between the words and then trim right around. You know, it doesn't matter. There's no right or wrong, and so you can just make little curls and waves with your scissors. Okay, so there is enjoy thee. And here we have sweeter things. And we're just going to go right around that. And that way you just make your card your own. You know, you don't want a long sentiment, you want a short sentiment. So we just created our own right there. And I think it's a little bit fun to do this too. Okay, and there we go with sweeter things. And now we have in life. Just like this. Whoops, I went down a little bit too far. Let me come up. Get that part off so I can see what I'm doing here. Just go up around that. And the biggest thing is just to try to make curves. So there we go. Enjoy the sweeter things in life. And all we have to do now is just glue them on. And so what I did before is I glued on the top and the bottom one, and then the middle one, then I could, you know, then the middle one I could position it just the way I wanted to. So there is enjoy thee, and now we'll get off in life. Dotted glue there. In life. And this way you can make it straight too. I like using my glue because I can make the words as straight as possible. And there are the sweeter things. Isn't that kind of cute? I kind of like that. Good. Yes, put prize. If you want the prize. So now we're going to add a few little embellishments, and these are from the 2022-2024 in colors, and I think this is meant to be sweet sorbet, but it looks so much like Flirty Flamingo, don't you think? So that's why I grabbed these, because I thought I think it really matches. one up there, just wherever you want, you know. And we'll just tuck another one maybe right down here. You're supposed to make a triangle, but oh well, I'm going to just make it this way. Let's see. Where are you, little thing? Here we go. Okay. Now, a little fun thing I did with the other card on the inside is I just took one of my extra pieces of fruit, and here I have a little slice of lemon, and because the stamp itself, you can't just stamp a little slice of lemon in here because the stamp is, you know, all those 4 pieces together. So I'm just going to glue on a little slice of lemon on the inside, just for fun, just like that. I think that is a good way to do it. We could have put a flower. We could have put, you know, one of the little flowers. We could definitely have stamped that. So there is our fun sweet citrus card for today. I just love this set. I hope you do too. And if you're thinking about getting it, get it during celebrations so that you can get some prizes, some free gifts. You have to. Okay, I'm going to turn you up now, and we are going to give away a prize. Now, last week, I know you guys asked that I would give away some of my cards. So the prize from last week, last Friday, I don't know if you remember, is a little envelope full of three of my cards plus envelopes. It's this one here, and this one, and then what else? Oh, this one, which is using the a la mode dies, alphabet a la mode dies to create that hello. And I already did the random number generator, and the winner is Tina Lesson. Tina, I think I did see you on this call, didn't I? I think I did. So Tina, I'm pretty sure I have your address. If I don't, I will message you in Facebook. But Tina won the cards. Congratulations, Tina. I think you're going to enjoy them. And I know you guys ask for them. Yeah, you always tell me, give away the cards. Okay, so the prize for next week, though, you know, I'm trying to stick with lightweight so that I can mail it easy. I can mail it to you. So I'm going to give away a current product. This is the Loveliest Layers Decorative Masks. And not only does it have this mask in it, but it also has some flowers. Oh, let's see. Okay, so it has this mask, but then it has, they're smaller. These, I haven't actually used them, but you layer, let me see. How do you do this? Okay, so you layer these one on top of each other for the leaves. And here is the beautiful flower. I've seen it done, and it is absolutely gorgeous. So if you want to be in the drawing, my random number drawing for the decorative masks, next Friday, I will award them on the Friday the 24th. Just be sure to put the word prize in there, and we'll see if you win. So the decorative masks for next week. Well, I hope you guys have a really great weekend. I'm going to just rest and try to get a few more cards made, but mostly I'm just going to lay around and rest. I hope you get to rest also, and I hope you have a really great weekend. Thank you so much for joining me for this card